Good morning from Honolulu. My husband is in the background making a protein shake. We are celebrating, could we call this our second honeymoon?
Which was the first?
The first one, we went to Ischia.
Sure.
At least we called that our honeymoon. Maybe it was just an excuse to go to the south of Italy. But we are in Hawaii for actually 16 days, although 2 of those days, of course, is going to be mostly like traveling and stuff. But we are celebrating 5 years as married. Can you believe that you've been with me for 5 years while married to me?
Yes.
That's sweet. Look at you, being a romantic. So we are at a hotel in Honolulu. We actually flew in here because I was able to get free. Listen, free is doing a lot of heavy lifting in this sentence. Free tickets with my points that I had on my credit card. Look at me, playing the American credit card game. So we flew into Honolulu and we are just gonna stay 2 nights here. We came in late last night, which was, oh my God, hot mess express. The check-in for this hotel, that was not great, but at least we're here. We just slept in and we're gonna explore Honolulu, and then we are leaving tomorrow for Kauai. And unfortunately it's not gonna be great weather in Hawaii for a bit, but we're not mainly here to be like on the beach. We're here to like explore, see the nature, just visit Hawaii. So yeah, I'm gonna take you along. You remember, I mainly do these vlogs for mom because my mom wants to see where I go. But let me show you where we're staying, because we're staying at, what was it called? It was called like the Bishop's Suites something. So this is you can see there's a kitchen, there's a little nook for like, and in there is the bathroom, and this is the bedroom where we clearly slept. So it's a kind of a big room. Let me show you what I see. So yeah, this is I've been working a little bit with Cinch this morning, and this is my suitcase and some of my things. But look at this, we are on the 39th floor, and you can see there are the mountains. And if you look over here, here's me, you can see here is the ocean. And we're very far up. Like I said, we're on the 39th floor, so the view is pretty dope though. Hubby has basically planned out the entire day. Well, you made like so many like hearts and stars in my Google Maps, and so we are walking to all of them now. All of them are food basically.
Food in some neighborhoods.
I am gonna be full after today.
And cocktails.
Listen, I will never say no to a cocktail. That's not true. I will eventually say no to a cocktail. Did you get a fancy drink?
Apparently.
Are you ordering cocktails in the morning? So we're walking down to like an art district. We're getting a little bit of a drizzle on us. I don't know if you can see it. It's not ideal.
Feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it. And we are now passing by the old, palace of the old king from back in the day. So we're just basically gonna walk through this park. We unfortunately only have 1 full day in Honolulu, so we won't have time to like really dive into any of these things, but we're just trying to get a feel for it. And this is really pretty. I'm gonna show you. So we walked to what's it like an artsy district with a lot of murals. I think I showed you some. And now we are at a brewery because we want to try some local beer. Lunch. Hashtag lunch.
How is the local sour?
Sour. It is sour for sure. Which one was this? Oh, that was good. That's really bitter. You're gonna love that.
It's an IPA.
Yeah, it's bitter.
Hazy.
It's nice. Okay, we have moved about. We are at what's called the food street.
Kinda, yeah.
Our Uber driver was like, sure. She's like, okay, whatever you say. But we're gonna walk down the street, and this street leads down to Waikiki Beach. So our goal is to have lunch somewhere, look at the things, and then end up having cocktails at Waikiki Beach. Oh, you excited?
For the
I'm so
cocktails,
excited.
yeah, they're beautiful. you should link that cocktail
Look at this,
place.
how
It was
beautiful this
gorgeous.
is. The cocktail place?
Mm-hmm.
The one you want us to go to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll show you when we get there. Also, I'm wearing my, this is the Your Rich Italian Aunt glasses. Yes, I will buy you that thing that your mom told you you cannot have. That's what these sunglasses are giving. Okay, what do you want to eat?
Food.
Very precise, loving that. So we walked all the way down to Waikiki Beach because we wanted to see it. We're not going to be at the beach, but I mean, we got to see it. Also, we went to, what was it called? Guava Smoked?
Lava smoke.
That was
Delicious.
delicious. We had the smoked salmon tummy belly. I mean, like, oh, if you're ever in Honolulu, but listen, if you're ever in Honolulu,
Good stuff.
you should go get that. That was really, really good. But now we're gonna go see the beach. So we wanted to go to another bar, but it's not open yet, so we are procrastinating.
Fancy cocktail bar. Not open.
How dare they? Don't they know we're day drinkers? So we're on the beach, just walking. I took my shoes off. Ricardo's over here. We are heading to that last bar that we wanted to visit. We've just had dinner, been talking, just having a great time. You know, just chatting about life, chatting about Sweden, chatting about the future. And yeah, this is like, look at this. This is so magical. He's in the water. I don't want to be in the water because I don't want to get my feet wet. Grammar out the window. But yeah, this is great. How was the water? Was it okay?
Yeah, way warmer than when we started using our pool.
Well, it doesn't say much though because it was really cold in the beginning. morning from the airport. We are leaving for Kauai. I thought, what is this? Don't
Gremlin.
We're at the airport. We're heading for Kauai. I really liked Honolulu. It was nice. The food was nice. The drinks were nice. The people were nice. It was clean and not too crowded.
Not at all.
Not at all. I really thought it was going to be super crowded, but not really. So yeah, can you believe that this is like an airport, by the way? This is what I showed you. I've never had like an outdoors area like this in an airport. Never seen that in my life. We're gonna get some Starbucks because we saw a Starbucks over here and we are heading out to Kauai. We're cutting it kind of close. This is a little...
Slipped in a little bit.
Slipped in a little bit. We are in Kauai now. Kauai. I think I'm saying it incorrectly. Sorry about that. We're waiting for our bags. Ricardo's here. Waiting for our bags, and then we are heading to the hotel, and we rented a motorcycle. So they're gonna deliver it to the hotel. So honestly, they said it was gonna be raining today, but it's really sunny. I don't know about the weather report. I don't trust the weather report for this place. I gotta say, this resort is kind of dope. I'm not gonna even pretend it's showering his feet. I'm not even gonna pretend that it's like an affordable resort, but it's kind of dope. It's kind of dope. So we just had some lunch and we were just gonna spend some time by the pool because they are still readying up our room, but they were very kind to still give us like pool towels and everything. So pool it is. So this is our room. We were able to check in now. We had to wait a little bit, but it's kind of a nice room. I mean, we're already packed up so many things. Ricardo is gonna head to the fitness center because you are an absolute maniac who goes to the gym. It's you and Samantha who goes to the gym during vacation. But I am gonna be out here on the balcony. Our clothes are getting dried, and I am gonna read. I'm having white cheddar and snacks, and I'm gonna read more on my Kindle. I finished one book, but I want to read part 2, and I got a White Claw. This is not sexy, but this is sexy. So I just have to lean out and look at this view and not whatever this is. Just imagine this. Actually, if we're gonna be really honest, this view is kind of nice. I think these are horses. They look like horses, and like look up the mountain. That's really cute too. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, cozy up and read. I've been taking a shower. Ricardo's gonna go to the gym for a bit. They were really kind and gave us pool towels, but even though we couldn't check in until 4.
That's a motorcycle. And then the scooter.
Oh, that's ours?
That's yours. So
Oh,
you're gonna be
okay.
riding on.
How fun! I'm so excited about this motorcycle we'll be riding. Oh my gosh! But yeah, I took a shower, and I'm gonna read. He's gonna go to the gym, but I'm just gonna chill a little bit. This has been such a great chill day. I'm very grateful that they gave us some pool towels and we were able to use all the facilities, even though we couldn't get like properly checked in until later on. But now we're in our room and I'm really enjoying it. And we even said like, oh, we didn't get the nice view, but then we're like, babe, but now nobody can see us, like, because we are on the side where like there's no guests. So we're actually like our balcony is actually like private, which, you know what, I actually do like that, because I don't like the idea of having like a balcony towards like the pool and then just everybody can just see you if you're sitting there chilling. So this is actually kind of nice. So I think we're gonna head out and grab some dinner later. But yeah, this has been such a great like just chill day so far, and I am fully enjoying. So we have moved our way into another, I don't remember the name of this village.
We're in Lila.
Okay, that's where we are. What he said. That one. And we did take the motorcycle here. I'm still afraid for my life. Don't understand how this is anyone's like joy not getting it. I'll try and see if I can film something at some point when I'm not just fearing for my life. But we're gonna have food, hopefully. Good morning. It has been raining in the morning. I'm actually wearing I'm wearing like a little cat suit and my new shoes and my rain jacket because we're gonna go on the motorcycle and it's a little windy, so I thought I'd put the jacket on. We're heading for brunch. Me walking into full bush, and then we're gonna do a little bit of hiking, I think, because both of us were like really in the sun yesterday, and I am not that red, but Ricardo's a little red. You're a little crispy. So we decided to not be in the sun today and instead do one of the excursions that we wanted to do. So I'll take you along. Canyon. We're doing a canyon. It's gonna be great. Oh, and here's the little scooter that we've been surfing around on. Me, scared for my life. Ricardo, not so much. Look at me in my sexy little helmet.
I got the freedom helmet.
Ah, look at you, freedom. So we are on our way to the canyon, but we had to stop because you've been seeing that the weather has been changing as we've been driving, and now it is warm, very warm. So I need to take my, oh my God, I am failing. I need to take this rain jacket off, and I'm just gonna be in my little leotard. Oh my God, it's like we drove into just a different climate zone. Toasty. We stopped at one of the lookouts, but I think the actual lookout is closed. And yeah, I see hens and chickens everywhere. Like they're just wild, roaming about. This is actually one of the biggest reasons, if not, I'm gonna be honest, the biggest reason why I wanted to go to this island, because I heard that this island in particular has a lot of just hens and chickens everywhere, just roaming around free, and they do, for sure. And I think it's so cute, and it reminds me of my childhood, because we used to have hens and chickens growing up. Yes, I lived on the countryside, sue me. We arrived at the lodge and there was like a little phone booth over there, super cute. We're just gonna do it short, super short, like a little nature trail that just recommended us to see some of the plants that were here, and then we're gonna go out to another couple of the lookout points, and then we're gonna do one that was a little bit more of a strange hike.
Big hike out to the sea.
Big hike out to the sea. It said like,
yeah,
it was like difficult. Bring comfortable shoes, maybe a walking stick. I'm like, this might be the last you see of me. I got my little hat on. We're walking the trail now. And this is the one that's supposed to lead us down like the actual like mountain canyon thingamabob, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is supposed to be like 5 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles.
3.1.
3.1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's one way. And then we have to do that back.
Yes.
I need the thoughts and prayers.
No, you don't.
I was gonna say another sunny day, but another cloudy day, honestly. We are ready to head to the beach. I have no idea what it's called. What is it called?
Oipu.
Okay, that's the one. You didn't hear from me. I'm not gonna butcher a language like that. So we are heading out. Hopefully it's not as cloudy there as it is here, because this is looking, I don't know, is this the rainy island? This is the rainy island. Okay, we'll be fine. I have my Kindle just smacked full of books. I'm gonna be reading all day. Don't disturb me. So we've been basically laying all day at the other beach where we realized that, well, I realized the back of my legs were a little red, so we decided to head back. And we also have dinner reservations for tonight because today is actually the day that is our 5th like anniversary date. So we got dinner reservations, but we are now at Shipwreck Beach. And it's supposed to be... Did you see the turtles before? I showed you the turtles. First I thought it were like rocks, but they're actually turtles. This is really beautiful. But we wanted to stay here before we went back to see what it looks like. And also I finished my 3rd book of the trip today. I'm now on my 4th book. I'm reading the Tessa Hale trilogy. It's entertaining the way that like Selling Sunset or like Love Island is entertaining. It's very smutty. If you don't like smut, you won't like this series, but the plot is still plotting and the men is kind of respectful, so they are respectful. So I still like it. But if you don't like smut, you will not like this trilogy. It's entertaining though for what it is. Wow, this is something. Okay, we are ready to go to restaurant. Of course, since we're on this one, everything is just wrinkly and messy and I look like I slept in a dumpster, but apparently that's the vibe of this vacation. It is what it is, but apparently this restaurant is supposed to be absolutely amazing. You better not have lied to me. Did you lie to me?
I'm not a reviewer yet.
Yeah. This food better be awesome. Chilling, going by the motorcycle, going north to look at some things up north. Hopefully it won't be too windy. I will say the wind on a scale of 1 to 10, we're at a -12. Not loving it on the motorcycle. Not the biggest fan, but I'm feeling a little bit tired. But I'm here, I'm awake. We're gonna head up north and look at some of the beaches there, and hopefully we'll like it. Hopefully I'll wake up. I think I'm about to finish my 4th book. I only have like 100 pages left. So I finally brought the Dan Brown book. I think it's Origin. I'm gonna start that one. I brought 3 physical books here. And my goal is to finish all 3 of them before vacation is over. And I finished 1 and I'm starting my 2nd one today. I feel like I can do it. I will say though, the Origin one is like 650 pages. So that will be something. So we stopped at this little beach. You can see it's, I think I even showed you, there's almost like no one here. And we're just sitting down and I am gonna read. I am 67% into the last book in the trilogy by Tessa Hale. And I think I'm gonna finish it up here. There's nowhere for us to have like lunch or anything here, so we're probably gonna be here for a little bit and then go and see if we can get somewhere to eat a little bit lunch. It's a little bit of windy, but I mean, the beach is like, there's barely anyone here. We are back at the hotel room. We had a great day, although I will say the weather not my favorite, but I don't think that that's like the whole island. It might just have been us with some bad luck, because we keep getting rain every day, and maybe that is a Kauai thing. I'm not 100% sure. Probably should have looked into that more. It's not that it's cold, but when it is windy and rainy like that, it's definitely cold on a motorcycle, like that is for sure. So that's not my absolute favorite, but the nature is so beautiful. Like when we were at that beach where you could like stand in the water and you could look up the mountain that just disappeared into the clouds, and you could see waterfalls, and it was just like, that is paradise. And then it started raining. So again, I don't want to be complaining on my vacation, but I do wish we could have a little warmer and a little sunnier. But again, maybe this part of the vacation isn't as much beach as I was hoping, and maybe just a little bit more like exploration and stuff, but that is fine. I'm back at the hotel room. I took a shower. Ricardo actually went to a store and see, because we always bring playing cards when we go on vacation, because we love like at night maybe to head to a bar, have a cocktail, play cards with each other, but we forgot our playing cards. So Ricardo was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get some while you head into the shower. So I've been showering, and I'm actually gonna start a book, because I finished the last book in the trilogy. It might seem that like, because I've read 4 books this vacation, but the Tessa Hale books, like they're like 250, I think the last one was 270 pages each. That's not nothing, but it's not what I'm used to, so I do fly through them. But I'm actually gonna start Origin by Dan Brown now, because I did bring 3 physical books, and I've already read one. The Duke didn't. I liked it. 3-star. It was decent. Not my favorite historical romance, but it was decent. And now I'm gonna read the Dan Brown one, and my goal is to read the 3rd one that I brought as well, the physical one, which is The Bridge Kingdom. You know, I am a big fan of Danielle L. Jensen, and I cannot wait to start that series, so that's gonna be exciting too. But now I'm gonna change into some cozy wear and start my book. So we decided to do a pool day. I'm reading Origin. Our helicopter is coming, because tomorrow we're actually doing a pretty big excursion, so we wanted to rest a little bit, so we're just chilling by the pool. Heading down. I have shorts on to go to a local brewery. Is this your excited face? I'm doing very low-key makeup. Oh my god, it looks horrible in this light. It looks better in real life, I promise. Does it? A little bit better. We're going on an adventure! Yay! We are heading up to the north side of the island. We're gonna go to Princetown first and have breakfast. But this is actually the only excursion that we actually booked ahead of time. And it's, I don't know what the park is called. Or like the trail.
Haena State Park.
Haena?
Haena State Park.
Haena?
Haena.
Haena. Oh, okay. It's supposedly like, it's a trail and it's really long. We're gonna not gonna walk all of it. We're gonna walk up until there's a beach in the beginning, and then we are gonna walk to a second beach, and we are just gonna have a pretty chill day and then just walk back and hang by the first beach probably, because there's this really tedious trail that you can take straight up the mountainside to see a waterfall. But you know what, I'll Google a picture of that because I don't think I want to be
For a day hike to a camping site?
yeah, I'm not doing a day hike to a camping site. That's not my journey. But we are heading up for breakfast first. We're gonna do that first. We'll try to get up really early. I think it's really early. What's the time?
7.
7, yeah. So we've been up since 6 and we're gonna head for breakfast. Because again, we did book this, so we do have a time slot. Although now Ricardo completely stopped moving. I don't know what's up with that. But I'll show you what it all looks like. I brought my bikini, I brought my book. I read half my book so far, Origin. I keep saying my book, like it's not the 5th book I'm reading this vacation, but did bring Origin. I'm halfway through, kind of loving it. And you know what? This book is set in Spain, and right now they're in Barcelona, which is where my next group trip is gonna be. And I'm just like, this is serendipity. Heading up.
Yeah, I just...
My nose is still red. This is like jungle. Like even above. It's pretty cool. So we're just checking out the beach. It's right here behind me. This is the one we're gonna come back to. I'm sitting on a picnic table. This is the one we're gonna come back to after we're done our hiking, and we're gonna be swimming here for a bit, right? What is this? What is this? What is? I'm gonna have to redo that, right? This is the beach we're coming back to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna do the hiking. Yes?
Yes.
Now? we're a little bit more than halfway, right? Is this a helicopter we're in? Oh, is this where he's gonna land on the helicopter pad? That would have been cool.
3/4.
Oh, we're 3/4?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I don't even see him. Oh, he's up here. There he is. Okay. So I will say, this path, we've been a shy step away from rock climbing at times, but it's incredibly beautiful. I don't think I've ever been in a place where it's like you have the mountain like here, and then this little path, and then the mountain like this, and then you see the ocean on the side, and it's just so green. You're like in a greenhouse. It's absolutely beautiful. But I mean, hindsight is 2020, and love my outfit, but we should probably have had shoes that were a little bit even more gripping, because like I said, slippery rocks, lots of mud, wet leaves, and just shy of like rock climbing at times. But it is beautiful. I mean, look at this. We're at the beach now where you do not swim. They literally put up 4 different warning signs, warning for absolutely everything. No swimming.
No.
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 No. So we're just gonna be looking at this beach, having a little bit of a rest, and then we are gonna walk back to the other beach, and we're gonna lay there for a bit. But it is really cool here, especially this flooded part here. This is really dope. Okay, so we walked back and now we're by the beach, and I'm gonna be reading my book, Origin. Ma'am, this is private beach. We have left the park. I'm back into my outfit with our little road runner. We have decided to stop for a snack. I could go for coffee, and we found a bakery that's open. I don't know what it is, but always when you vacation in American spots, a lot of the things are not open after like late mornings or lunch, and we're kind of still in like European time zones when it comes to when we want to eat. So we have to adapt and we're doing our best, but I think we found a place that's open. So yesterday we just went back to the brewery that we had been at before and just had like kind of a casual dinner and a cocktail, and today we slept in. They don't have like a Starbucks at this hotel, but they do have some Starbucks drinks in like a convenience store slash coffee shop. So we had coffees and just slept in and just chilled for the entire morning, honestly. So we're gonna go grab somewhat of an early lunch, and then we are gonna head to another beach today because we're actually leaving tomorrow for the Big Island. Tomorrow at like noon. Are you ready for the beach? Mm-hmm. Are you red?
Yep.
I have a little red on my nose, but nothing like really hurts or anything. But I do think that I have had more practice in the sun this season than Ricardo has. So, and the sun here is really strong. But it's been a nice chill morning. I think I'm a little bit exhausted since yesterday. How long did we walk yesterday?
2.5.
2.5 miles?
No,
What is that?
4 miles.
4
2.5
miles.
hours.
Oh, okay. So 4 miles. What is that in kilometers?
Not much, 6.5.
Oh, it was only 6.5?
Yeah, but it's a hike.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you saw the trail. What was it the other day when we walked on the other place in the canyon? That was like...
Bit over 6 miles, bit over 10K, but then we also did other stuff. That was just the one.
Yeah, that's true. Just the one was like
So we
10
ended up
kilometers.
walking maybe 10 miles.
Yeah, that was
9
was
miles.
my butt cheeks, like the muscle soreness, because it was like just downhills and then just uphills. It was just so like static almost. My butt cheeks was like, what is going on? We've never worked out like this in our lives. Dying. Are you ready for lunch? The place you showed me on the pictures looked so cute. It was like so colorful. Mm-hmm. I didn't even look at the menu. I'm like, oh, I love these colorful chairs. Let's go here. Mm-hmm. This is how I pick restaurants. I'm like, this is very Instagrammable. Could you hear the eye roll? Oh my god, there's a little rain in there. Do you feel that? Mm-mm-mm. So after a pretty chill day, you went to the gym. Mm-hmm. I did online shopping and I caught up on the YouTube videos.
Finger exercise.
Yes. Got some outfits for Bali. And we weren't talking about Bali while being in Hawaii. But we found, what is it called? BV's Bourbon and Ale House. So we're gonna have a very chill dinner. We're actually leaving tomorrow. Our flight is at like noon. So we're just gonna have it like a chill dinner. I did finish my book though, The Origin. I liked it. I gave it a 4-star. Although I will say, I did figure out who was the mastermind at like page 100. So I don't know if I'm smart or if the book was too easy. Probably the book was too easy. It is our last morning. We're leaving in a couple of hours, but we're gonna get breakfast first. Oh my god, you can even hear the rooster in the background. It's the ever ambient sound of Kauai. It's just the rooster in the background. I might even put it on as background sounds everywhere. Jungle, beach, there's always a rooster. But we're going to this place called Collab. Apparently they have great breakfast. At the airport. Is it too early for cocktails?
Never.
Even though it is like 10:30 in the morning?
Not at all. In Austin, it's like 4.
It's happy hour somewhere. Oh, this was good. So we are at the Big Island, vlogging in front of my messy bags, but here's Ricardo in his SpongeBob SquarePants t-shirt, going Western. So this is our room, and we are at a bed and breakfast that is at a coffee farm. And so far it seems really, really nice. So we're gonna be here for 5 nights, but right now we are heading out for dinner. What is the time?
I don't know. 4:30.
4:30. Yeah, we're gonna have like an early. It's gonna be a very early dinner, but maybe more like late lunch, honestly. So this is just the main room, and with the bed, and there's space for both of our bags, and then there's a little corridor, and there is a little like walk-in closet there. I just hung one dress here, and then there's like a little pantry. We're gonna have to bring some drinks and put in here, and we can make coffee and stuff if we want to as well. And yeah, there are some shelving here, and yeah, I put up my towel because it was still a little moist, so this is ruining everything. But yeah, hello, and just normal toilet. I mean, nothing fancy, but I like it.
You also got your own porch.
I do got my own porch, and overall it's really good. They don't have a TV here.
No, it's true.
That is true.
Nice.
We don't usually watch a lot of TV, so it doesn't bother us that much. This is the little bed and breakfast from like our patio, and here's the view all the way down to the beach. It's very cloudy right now, but this is very, very quaint. And over here, back on the here, we will get breakfast tomorrow, and I'll show you. This place is apparently known for having amazing breakfast, but like, this is just beautiful. We got recommended from the girl that was helping us check in at the bed and breakfast that we were gonna go to this Thai's Eats and Drinks oceanfront. Oh my god, there's a lot of people here. A lot of people here. She said this was really good. She was a local, so we're gonna trust her on that one. Sir. But yeah, we're just by the water. I mean, that's the ocean. And yes, this is how I look. Maybe I can let my hair down. And I'm wearing my Isabel Marant skirt. At least my hair is looking a little bit better when it's down. This is fine. Back to the bed and breakfast right now. We bought some groceries and we're just gonna be chilling for a bit, planning our days. But we saw some wild boar coming in here, but not wild boar like in Sweden. Those boars are beasts. Like, you do not want to meet them under any circumstances whatsoever. But these were so cute. They're so small and like very cute. And the lighting right now It's so pink. I don't know if you can see it, but this truly is a jungle.
You hear the frogs?
Oh yeah, she told us we're gonna hear the frogs all night. I thought sounds. She's like apologizing. I'm sorry if you can't sleep. I'm like, that sounds delightful. Good morning. It is time for breakfast before we head to Captain Cook's Cove. We're going snorkeling. I don't know what I'm doing. So we are heading down to, what was it, Captain Cook's Cove? And we're gonna do the trail ahead of it and get down. Oh my god, the view here is crazy. Wait, let me show you. I mean, look at this. This is the ocean over there. You see that? Oh gosh, that's really crazy. Anyways, we are heading down there. Oh my god, why are we matching like this? Because we both...
I only brought so many shitty t-shirts.
It's because we both fit in the same colors. We both like the mustards and the burnt oranges and the army greens and the olives. So we end up buying the same clothes. We're just a very matchy couple. But I'm wearing a t-shirt today. I actually just got my period, which a little bit surprising. I didn't think I was gonna get it during this. But also I have no idea about my cycle. So here we are. So it's gonna be a little bit of a mission how to make this work today, but listen, I'm nothing if not creative. So I will make this work. Do you hear the pig? I tried to catch it on camera, but I don't think I was able. But there's a piggy here. I'm sorry I can show you. I don't have an underwater camera, but saw a bunch of stuff. It's like swimming in an aquarium. It's pretty cool.
It's a coral reef.
Yeah, and sometimes you're so close to them that you're almost like, you feel like you're intruding. You're like, I'm sorry for stepping into your house like this unannounced. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm not good at snorkeling though. I'll get better. This was only my third time, so I feel for being my third time, I'm doing pretty okay. Could have been worse. I did hit my foot though and started bleeding, so I think it's gone now. Hopefully there's no sharks because I've been bleeding all over the place. Not gonna lie, oh my god, I'm looking a little red, but I was dead. I borrowed Ricardo's cat. We had a sun in our backs going up, and I was just like, I'm dying. That's it. Getting my will in order. I'm actually dead. And now we're hoping that this ice cream place, like shaved ice cream, yeah, that it's open. I'm gonna get some of that because oh, Auntie's dying. How is this the small size? I mean, this is huge. That's what she said. Maybe they mean the size of a small child.
Do you miss the motorcycle?
No. Okay, so we're at this restaurant. It's really cute here, and we're gonna have dinner. And I even put makeup on. Who am I? So we're back at the hotel after dinner. I will say this place, I think it's called Theatery, like theater. It's a play on words between the eatery and theater. It was like a theater inspired restaurant. And apparently this was a really famous chef. And I gotta say, it was really nice. Probably the best cocktails I've had since coming to Hawaii. I was very impressed, honestly. It was a great place. If you're ever at the Big Island, I would recommend it. I really liked it. And yeah, I showed you a little bit again because we're literally living in like the jungle, like the sounds. And I was trying to show you the stars too, but I'm sorry, the iPhone cannot pick up any of the stars, but it is really beautiful out here. I'm gonna read a couple of chapters. I'm reading The Bridge Kingdom right now. I think I'm at like 100 pages or something. 95. I'm at 95. So far, I'm really enjoying it, but I am a big fan of Danielle L. Jensen's writing, and I'm really enjoying this one. And what I really like is she just gets into it. She's like 40 pages and you're already in the plot, and I am fully loving that. So far, I'm really enjoying the book. Tomorrow, we have an early appointment. We have a guided tour in the cloud forest, which this is one of the 2 places in the world where you can see a cloud forest, like that specific kind of like climate. So it's here on the Big Island in Hawaii, and then it's also, of course, Monteverde cloud forest in Costa Rica. So I'm very excited we're doing that. And then maybe, actually I even wear a little makeup today. Maybe we'll go to a beach after lunch because we have an early appointment, like 9. So maybe we'll do a beach after lunch or something. We haven't fully decided. We actually have a bunch of fun things that we're doing on the Big Island. It ended up being more activities than we thought, but we just found so many things we wanted to do. So I'll just take you along for all of them, but it's 9 p.m. I'm gonna be reading a little bit in my book. I think even maybe a nightcap. Do you want to have a nightcap?
A what?
A nightcap.
With what?
It's a drink before you go to bed. Well, we only have beer, but...
That's my point. That's another nightcap.
That's a nightcap for sissies, for us.
For what? For sissies?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry, we're out of brandy. You can have an ale. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll share a beer and read a little bit. Ricardo's reading, you started reading the last one, The Children of... It's Tchaikovsky, right? What is it called? Children of...
Memory.
Children of Memory. So it's the last book in the trilogy by Tchaikovsky. I think you enjoyed that one.
It's been good.
Your goal is to finish it this year.
That's acceptable.
It's a good goal, but yeah, we're gonna read and chill a bit, and we'll see you tomorrow at the Cloud Forest. around a bit in the cloud forest. We had a guide and she was very, very knowledgeable. We'll say though, no clouds today. It's a little bit too warm for clouds, so that's a shame, but it's still a very, very cool environment. But so we walked the cloud forest. It was really beautiful. There actually was some clouds coming down. I think I showed you at the end of the trip. And we're heading to a bakery now because we wanted to get a snack, but we stopped at Walmart. I know, Walmart. We're still in the US, y'all. Because I needed to get some tampons, and we found this Hawaiian candy. It's really tasty. It looks like this. And I bought another flavor as well. That was like gummy worms, and let me see if I can show you. It's actually really tasty, and it's like Hawaiian candy. Didn't you like it? I thought it was really good, and it's like dipped in, it says Lee Hing and lemon peel covered in. It's lychee candy. I really like these Noms Hawaii Candy Factory gummy snacks, hand mixed in Hawaii. I don't know if you can get these anywhere else, but I really like these. I wonder if you can get these outside of Hawaii. HawaiiCandyFactory.com. I could be convinced. Okay, the goods are secured. We got a banana and a name we cannot pronounce, which means I'm sure it's great.
It's donuts.
It's donuts. So we left the beach, we've been reading and fixing for a bit, and now we're having Smashburgers because we found a place. Yay, Smashburgers! We are back at the beach where we were yesterday. We are gonna be hanging out here for a bit. We actually have a really fun activity booked for tonight, and I cannot wait. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring you along, but I'll do my very best. But I finished Bridge Kingdom yesterday. We actually stayed at home. Well, we came home at like, I don't know, 8 or something, and we stayed in bed and we read for hours, and it was delightful. I love that I am married to someone who's just like, do you want to just stay in and read? Yes I do. It was lovely. I finished Bridge Kingdom, really loved it. Haven't decided if it's a 4-star or a 5-star yet. I'm thinking about it, but yeah, I finished it yesterday at midnight. I'm gonna start a new book. I brought my Kindle. Now I read 3 physical books. I brought them here, and I read 1 physical book before my vacation, and then I have 1 more that I want to finish before I go on my next vacation, because I would like to not bring any physical books to that vacation. Is that true though? Because I'm gonna have to film a new TBR jar before that. Maybe I actually will bring a physical book there. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we're gonna be by the beach today. Oh, and the owner of the bed and breakfast lent us some chairs. That's so sweet. She lent us some snorkeling equipment the other day, and now she lent us some chairs. So honestly, that bed and breakfast, it's called Mango Sunset. So beautiful, and it's on a coffee farm. The breakfast has been amazing. Service has been amazing. Everything is just so cute, and it's like in like the jungle. You heard the noises and the sounds in the evening. It's been really nice. Ricardo's leaving the parking ticket at the car, but I'm wondering if he got lost. Babe, do you need help? Whew, I look like I spent the day in the sun. We're taking a lunch break at a local resort. It's just by the beach where we're at, so we're gonna have a little bit of lunch, something.
decided to do something that's really, really famous in Kona, which is that you do nighttime snorkeling with the manta rays. So as you can see, it's in the middle of the night, and we were boarding this boat. We got our snorkel gear, and the clip that I'm showing you now is actually, I will link the actual video down below, but this is from one of the companies that are doing the snorkeling tours. This is the video that they're doing to show what you can expect, like going on this. And this is what we saw. We did see manta rays. There were actually 6 manta rays out at the same time, and you just lay and float in the water, and they're so close, they actually brushed up against me a couple of times. And it's truly one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. Like, if you are here, I cannot recommend this enough. This was just truly magical, just being so close and just seeing them and like being there with them. Nothing between you, just magical.
I think I'm gonna film a little segment. I'm saying this is past Angie, talking to future Angie. I think I'm gonna film a segment at home, and you probably already saw that, explaining the excursion that we did yesterday, because we did swim with the manta rays at night, which was really cool. But as I'm filming this, I fully haven't decided exactly, I haven't processed, I haven't really thought what I wanted to say, and I want to film it, I want to find a clip of how it looks, because I don't have any underwater equipment, and I also kind of want to just be in the moment. So you already saw that, but as you're seeing this, I haven't filmed that. We're heading to the volcano today. That's the last thing that we really wanted to see of the island, and our flight home is tomorrow night. So tomorrow we're gonna take a chill day, probably go to a beach and just shower, and then head to our flights, because our flight is late. We're having a red eye, which is gonna be interesting, because I think I'm gonna have to work immediately when I get back to Austin, but that's, again, future Andrew's problem. So we are heading to the volcano, and apparently it's a little bit active, right? Isn't that what we heard? So we're excited to see that. I have a fully black outfit on today, which is very unlike me, but here we are, and I'm excited to see it. Yesterday was really chill. I don't even know if I filmed a lot yesterday, because we went to the beach and we were at the beach the entire day, and I read another book. I started Cash and I finished Cash, and I really enjoyed it. This was the first book I read by this author. I don't even remember her name. Oh yeah, we need to go to the gas station. And I really enjoyed it, and I think I'm gonna go. I bought this book because I really liked the cover, and it was a cowboy romance, so I bought it on Amazon as a pre-sale. But then I realized it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't need to buy the other ones. So I think I might just, where do we want to be? I think I might download the other one and read, because I'm going on another vacation after. I know this summer has been crazy, so I might read the second one there, because I really did enjoy the first one. But now I do have time to read another book, and when I get home I want to read, oh, is it Two Twisted Crowns, right? It's the second one in the duology, the One Dark Window. I think that's the one. So I have that one to read at home before I leave for Bali. So I think I'm gonna start another. I have, my whole Kindle is full with books. But yeah, I don't know how much reading we're gonna do today. Maybe tonight. You're doing pretty good on your book. You're way farther than you thought you were gonna be.
What did I think?
You said you were gonna finish it this year, but you already read more than half.
I said I will finish it this vacation or in a year.
Okay, fair. Yeah, you don't read a lot unless you're on vacation. You read too much at your normal day-to-day job. But yeah, volcano time. Hopefully it won't be raining on us, even though we did bring our rain jackets. So we're at the volcano park now, or national park. Ricardo's trying to take a picture. And it is erupting right now, which is pretty cool. I think I've told a bunch of you, but I did take some years in geoscience. And Sweden is more about like, you know, signs of the ice age and all of that, because that's what we got going for us. But I will say, never thought I'd actually see lava, like actual floating lava. So we're doing the crater rim walk that's like around the small crater. So the actual like active volcano is over here. But we're gonna walk through this crater because there's a walk that goes straight through it. I don't know if you can see the people behind us. I don't know, but the trail literally goes right through here. It was only like a 5.2 kilometer hike, and we've gone like a third so far, a fourth maybe. Yeah, fourth.
I don't know. Yeah, something like it.
Yeah, it's just been downhill so far. I guess this is gonna be the hard part, honestly, because it's gonna be like scorching sun. So love that for us. I don't know what 5.2 was in miles. How much was that? Like 3?
1, 2.
3. Yeah. So this is actually one of the shorter ones we're doing, but so far it hasn't been that bad. Like the trail's been pretty good. Oh yeah, this one is a loop too. So in that regards, it's very much the shortest one because we actually get back to where we started. Look at this one. Like they built a little tower. But yeah, how cool was it to see the volcano? We were thinking about how often it happens. We don't think it happens that often. So we were very lucky to actually somehow book a trip while that was happening. So that was pretty cool because yeah, I never thought I'd see actual like lava. Let me show you how this looks. So we're almost in the middle now. Ricardo! And it's pretty cool because we're like in the crater right now. Have you ever said that you were in... Oh my god! The wind? Sir? I was gonna say, have you ever been inside of a volcano crater? Guess this is it. Good morning from Hawaii. Hi, baby.
Hello.
This is our last day in Hawaii. We're actually leaving tonight. I think we have like an 8:30 flight or something. So we are heading down for a last day at the beach. Yesterday was volcano. We came home kind of late and then just chilled in bed for a bit. We didn't even go for dinner. Well, we had a late lunch at the Thai place, which was kind of nice. I even said that. I don't think we've ate that much Asian food since we moved to the US. It's been mainly like Tex-Mex. But yeah, heading to the beach. I'm gonna start a new book. Brought my Kindle. I don't even know what I'm gonna read, but I'll figure it out. But one last beach day, and then we have a plane to catch. I'm clearly back home again. I just wanted to do a proper outro. I'm actually packing right now for my next trip, and I've been editing the vlog, and I was like, the vlog just kind of ended, so I wanted to do like a proper outro. I had a great time in Hawaii. We were able to see 3 different islands, 2 of them of course a little bit more, and even though there were some things that was a little bit like, I don't want to say off-putting, but a little bit surprising to me. One of the things was, of course, that I've always been told Hawaii is expensive, but Hawaii is even more expensive than I have ever imagined. This was my most expensive vacation ever, and it wasn't my most like lavish when it comes to like experiences. It is extremely expensive to go to Hawaii, and for that reason I only think it's worth it if you are a US citizen, if you're living in the US I should say, because otherwise I don't think you're gonna think it's worth it. I'm gonna be honest with you, the nature was fantastic, everyone was so friendly, but you can get similar experiences in other parts of the world for less money. And if you're not living in the US, because in the US if you go to Hawaii, of course you're not making an international trip, so it might actually be worth it. But if you are not living in the US, I don't see how it would be financially worth it. Still loved it though, I'm happy I went, but it's one of those places I checked it off, I'm like, I did it, it's off my like bucket list. I don't think I'm gonna go back. And also, again, I love the nature, but I didn't love that it rained every day. And I feel like this vacation truly made me realize that I love vacationing in places that are a little bit more drier. I love the climate of the Mediterranean. I love the climate where it's warm, but a little bit more on the dry side. And I actually love the kind of climate with like plants and stuff that gives as well. So I think that if you want to get the nature experience, I think Hawaii is amazing. If you're going for a beach vacation, I think you can get similar experiences for much less money. That's just my personal opinion. But I did have a blast, and I will leave some info down in the description box in case you're interested of some of the things that I talked about in this video. If you liked it, please do subscribe. I am actually, today, right now, you can see there's stuff behind me. I'm literally right now packing for Bali. I'm heading out tonight to Bali, so I will have a vlog of Bali as well. If you're interested in more travel vlogs, definitely don't forget to subscribe. And I will also have some more book videos coming up because I've already filmed some. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon in a new one.